enough to look at that and say, oh, you started on 41. They have no idea, right? It doesn't matter to them as long as you get a good score. That doesn't matter. So one thing that I would love to have you remember for the rest of college is this, and I know this to be true because I've been teaching forever, and that is the first 5 minutes of any test you ever take are by far the most important to help determine whether you get a good grade or not. Not the last 5, not 5 in the middle, not any other 5, but the first 5. And here's why. When you walk in to take a test, like your finals coming up, you sit there, and regardless of how you've done all semester, every student in the class is tied for first on the final because nobody started yet, right? So it's like a clean slate. If you do anything in the first 5 minutes of a test that causes you to doubt yourself, panic, blank out, whatever, you start here, everybody starts here, and you start to kind of unravel, and usually once that happens, it just gets worse and worse and worse. If you do things in the first 5 minutes that help you to gain confidence, relax, get some answers right, in other words, get off to a good start, you tend to build on that and it goes this way. So you're going to go one direction or another, and I know which one you want to go in. And so if you just automatically start at the beginning, which might be the hardest section of the class for you, or the test, when you actually start reading those questions and you can't quite figure them out, then you start doubting what you studied, you doubt yourself and everything, and it just tends to fall apart after that. So it's a very good idea to look through and start wherever you think you can do well. I've had a few students say, what happens if you have no strength? Then good luck to you, okay? But usually when a test has 2 or more parts, there's at least one part that looks less scary than the other parts, or at least, or easier. And you want to try to start there if you possibly can. So, as I said, none of this will help if you haven't studied, but the idea is that you take a minute, you get yourself planned, you got an organized way of doing it, and then you start well. And if you do that, again, things tend to get better from there. Okay? Any questions on those 3? No? Okay. So the main part of the teaching today is about multiple choice tests. And as I mentioned, in college, I know it depends a little on your major and the classes you take, but multiple choice is the most commonly given test in college. So I'm going to teach you something that is the best study skill I know. And in all these workshops and in my classes, I teach dozens of study skills all through a semester, and I think they're all good, otherwise I wouldn't teach them. But this one is the winner, okay? And so what this is officially called, and I should probably come up with a fancier name than this, but this is what it's called, is the multiple choice method. Okay? And I'll tell you just as a really quick background that I was taught this method my senior year of high school, a long time ago, and I used this on every multiple choice test I took in college, and it helped me get good grades and graduate and all that. I've taught this to thousands of people, I think now over the years, and had a lot of people come back saying, I tried what you mentioned, and my grade went up a little. Other people say it went up a whole grade or 2. Never had a student come and grab me and say, how dare you, whatever. So nobody has gone down that I'm aware of. Everybody has at least helped a little, and any help is good. I think that's kind of the attitude. So here's the way this works. What we're going to say, just to keep this really simple, is that the test that you have in front of you that you're about to start has 50 questions, and they're all multiple choice. There aren't even multiple sections. They're all the same. So after you've done the quick preview and you've done your little calculation of where you should be halfway through, then you're going to start at number 1 because, again,